Hello, good day all, and welcome to another video tutorial. Happy new month. I hope you're all doing fine. Today, hopefully we'll look at the last part of this series in the construction of ellipse. And today we'll be looking at the focal point method of constructing ellipse, which is being regarded as the general method of constructing any given ellipse, whereby you have the distance of the focus from the directrix and the ratio of the eccentricity. Like you know now that an ellipse has its eccentricity always less than 1. Always less than 1. And with this method we'll be doing and proving that fact, and then do some other prove some other laws of ellipse at the end of towards the end of the video as well. So I will want to urge you, if possible, get your materials, set your paper on your board, and then practice along, because that is the best way to learn. So if you have done that, we proceed. Okay, we have a question here before us. Construct an ellipse when the distance of the focus from the directrix is equal to 50 mm and eccentricity is 2/3. 2/3. If you divide 2/3, you have like 0.667 or thereabout. Okay, which is less than 1. That means the curve we'll be having will be an ellipse. Okay, now as usual, the distance from the focus from the directrix has been given to us, which is 50 mm. Okay, as usual, we draw our major axis, which is along the axis. Now this is the directrix, AB is the directrix, C, this line C is the axis. Okay, is the axis. In this case, we don't know what the major axis is, we don't know what the minor axis is. Okay, we're only given two datas here: the distance of the focus from the directrix and the ratio of the eccentricity, which is 2/3. So what will now happen is for us to draw this line, this vertical line, as the directrix, and then a horizontal line that will be the axis. It is on this axis that we will be having our major axis as well. Okay, now if you establish this line AB and then line C axis, okay, and then on that line, on the vertical line, you measure from point C to wherever 50 centimeter is, and you mark it. Okay, and we call it F. Okay, you call it F. This is our F now, which is 50 centimeter as given in the question. Okay, if this from here to here is 70, then you measure 70. If it's 80, you measure 80. But in the question it is 50, so we measure 50. 50 is here. If you look at the ratio, 2/5, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 3. If you look at the ratio, 2/3, if you add 2 plus 3, it will give you 5. Okay, that means we divide from this space to this, from point C, which is the directrix, to point F, which is the focus. We divide it into 5 equal parts. If the ratio is 2 over 4. It means you will be dividing it into 6 equal parts. If the ratio is 3 over 4, you divide it into 7 equal parts. Okay, you add the ratio, then divide the space, okay, into that equal number of parts. So from C to F is 5, is 50 mm, and we are dividing it on the ratio of 2 to 3. Okay, so this is the ratio. If we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, okay, this is 2 over 3. From here, this is 0, 1, 2 over 3. Remember, the distance of the point from the focus all over that same distance of the point from the directrix, eccentricity. Please refer back to your note on the definition of eccentricity, which is a distance of a point from the focus all over distance of a point from the directrix. So we have this point here, from here to here, all over from here to here, which is our eccentricity. Please take note. So V here will be our point, okay, our vertex. Now, having done this, the next thing is to erect vertical line. To erect a vertical line at this point, okay, we erect this vertical line at this point. We need to extend this line downward. Okay, we extend this line downward. Now we extend this line, then with the distance of VF, okay, with the distance of VF, let's pick our arc here. We pick our arc, okay, with this distance of VF and radius V, center V, radius F, okay, center V, radius F. We'll draw an arc, okay, this way. So we have this point here. I'll break this point. Okay, we have this point here. Now, this point and VF are the same measurement. Okay, I think let's call this point, let's call it point O. Let's call it O. Okay. VO is equal to VF. Okay, VO is equal to VF. Now we draw a line at 45 from C through F and extend it upward. A line at 45 from C through point O. We have this line this way. Okay, we'll draw this line. Okay, we have this line like this. Then, having established this line, remember this line is at 45. Okay, this line is at 45. the distance from V to C is 3 ratio of the total distance from C to F, while VF is 2 ratio of C to F. Okay, so the ratio is 2 over 3, CV all over VC. That is the eccentricity. So VO is equal to VF. Now the next thing is to take any of this distance, okay, any of this distance, either V to this point or from this point to V, and step it continuously as many times as possible, 12, 13, 14 or 15. Okay, so we'll do that now. We'll pick this, okay, and we'll place it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see, do you have it up to 12? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's add one more. 13. Okay, we'll extend all this line to touch we'll extend all this line to this point. Okay, we'll extend all this line to this point. Okay, now we need to extend this downward as well, because we may be walking, we don't know where our point will end, so let's extend this. Okay, let's extend this as well. Okay, now we have something like this. Okay, if V is 0, this will be 1, so you can have here as this will be 1, 1, so I'm going to number it all. 1, oh come on, then we'll have here as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, this is 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and lastly 13. Okay, now if this is 1, then we can have here as if this is 1, then we can have here as 1, we can have this as 1, 1, prime, do I introduce my 1, 1 prime now? Okay, 1, 1 prime. Okay, here will be 2, 2 prime, here will be 2, 2 prime, 2 prime, okay, then we can have here as 3, 3 prime, 4, 4 prime, 5, 5 prime, 6, 6 prime, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have this as 3 prime, 4 prime, 5 prime, 6, 6 prime, 7 prime, 8 prime, 9 prime, 10 prime, 11 11 prime, and lastly 12 prime. I have some double number figures here, so I'll take away the I did the same thing here. The same thing here. And I think we are good now. Okay, we have 0, 1, 1 prime, 2, 2 prime, 3, 3 prime. You can see that our 2 is coinciding with the F, which is the focal point. Okay, no problem with that. Okay, till 12, 12 prime, 13, 13 prime. Okay, now at every point, after establishing this, at every point, okay, you come to 1, 1 prime, you open your compass from 1 to 1 prime, you come to F, which is the focal or focus. Okay, you come to focus, you strike an arc above and below. Okay, that is, you pin off your compass at 1, your pencil at 1 prime, you remove your pin of your compass to F, you strike an arc on line 1, 1 prime. Something like this. Pick my arc. Okay, first of all, I'll need to know what my 1, 1 prime is. So I'll take the measurement to know what my 1, 1 prime is. Now in your case, you might not need to take that measurement. All you need to do, you open your compass to that radius, okay, and then come to F and strike an arc. My 1, 1 prime is 2667. Okay, so I will now pick my arc. Okay, come to F. I will come to F, and then I will type in my 2667 as the radius of my arc, and I will enter, and it will permit me to draw this arc this way. Okay, remember you have to strike the arc above and below. Okay, I'll strike this arc this way, and then modify it. Now have that. Take away this measurement. Sorry, sometimes my system is a bit slow, so please bear with me. Now we have our arc here and here. This is 1, 1 prime. You come to F, you strike an arc above and below. Okay, now the next one is 2, 2 prime, 2, 2 prime, 2, 2 prime. You come to F. It's the same point. Okay, so let's go there. You pick our arc to this. Okay, what is that distance? Well, for sake of accuracy, let me take the measurement, then we'll know what it is. 2 from 2 here to 2 prime, we have 3 3 3 3 3. Okay, so I'll just pick an arc, I'll come to this point, and then type in my radius 3 3 3 3. I will enter, and it will allow me to make this arc this way down to this point. Then I'll go and modify it. Okay, so I have this point here and I have it here. The next point is 3 3 prime. What is my 3 3 prime? What is the measurement of my 3 3 prime? I will measure my 3 3 prime. 3 3 prime. I have it at 4,000. Okay, I will come here, pick my arc, come to my center. Please note, whenever you take 1 1 prime, you come to F as your center to make your arc. You take 2 2 prime, come to F as your center to make your arc on line 2 2 prime. You take 3 3 prime, come to F as the center to make your arc on line 3 3 prime. You make your arc above and below. Please, you repeat that for each of the numbers till you get to point 12. Okay, so I'll come to this point now, put this, and then I'll put my radius of I think I have 4,000, 4000. Okay, now enter, and I'll have, oh okay, I'll have an arc this way. But I'm going to modify this so that you know exactly what our arc is. Oh, these are 4 3 3 prime. Go on 3 3 prime. Okay, we have a 3 3 prime arc here. Now the next one is 4 4 prime. 4 4 prime. 4 is here. What is the measurement? 4 is 4 6 6 7. I'll pick my arc. Okay, come to F2, come to F2. Okay, then input my radius, enter. Oh, it said invalid. Pick my arc again, come to F. Okay, and then input my values. Okay, and I can draw my arc. right? Okay, let's go and modify this because it's okay. The next point is 5 prime. What is my measurement from 5 to 5 prime? 5 to 5 prime, I have 5 3 3 3. So pick my arc, come to F. Please remember at every measurement, okay, you use F as your center. Use F as your center. 5 3 3 3. We'll enter. Now have this arc to this point. Then to modify it, and then the next one is 6. Let's check our measurement. 6 prime. 6,000. Okay, so I'll pick my arc of radius 6,000, come to F2, okay, and with my radius of 6000, I'll make an arc. Make an arc to this point. Okay, I will modify it from here. Okay, and I have this. Please, you don't, in your own case, you don't need this measurement, please, because you can easily put your pencil at one pin of your compass at 1, your pencil at 1 prime, you come to 2, you strike an arc above and below. You do the same thing for every other point, so you don't need those measurements, but for me I do. Okay, okay, you do the same thing for 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you do the same thing for 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you do the same thing for 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's get to point 12. Let's see. If we come to 12, okay, let's take the measurement here from this to 12. From 12 prime to 12. Okay, 12 prime to 12 is 10,000. 12 prime to 12 is 10,000. Okay, let's pick our arc and see. From here, we'll come to F. Okay, come to F. Come to F. And then we type in our 10,000. 1, 2, 3. Enter. You can see that our arc is passing through exact point 12. Okay, so whenever you follow this step through, you get to point 12, it will end on point 12. That is the longest it can go, and that gives you the your V2. If this is V1 now, then this one will be the V2. Okay, so you have this at this point. Okay, your work is supposed to end at point 12. Okay, now you can see from here that the shape of our point is already elliptical in shape. Okay, now with your French curve, or if you're very good with your free hand, you can neatly and carefully bring out the shape. In my own case, I'll pick my elliptical curve here and then bring it out. Okay, this way. Okay, you can see that all my points are in order. Okay, if you followed through all the steps, all your points will be in order as well. And if there is no error, you have this elliptical shape. Okay, so follow it through. Make sure when you pick your 1 1 prime, come to F and strike an arc on line 1 1 prime. You pick 2 2 prime, come to F, strike an arc on line 2 2 prime above and below. Do the same thing for 3 3 prime, 4 4 prime, 5 5 prime, 6 6 prime, 7 7 prime, 8 8 prime. In each of every this measurement you pick, come to F for as your center. Please, by the time you finish doing all of that, you arrive at this elliptical shape. Okay, so the next thing is for us to see. Now we have one F here, we have another F at this point. If you look at when we construct arc of circle method, we have two focal points, one to the left, the other to the right. Okay, so if from V here we have 1 2 and 12 here we have 1 2, so the next V will be at point 10. Okay, so I'm going to call this as V1 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 and then here this as V2. As V2. Okay, here as V2, here as V2. Okay, now we said the eccentricity of ellipse is a distance of a point from the focus all over that same point to the directrix. Okay, all over that same point to the directrix, right? So now let's pick a point anywhere. Okay, let's pick a point anywhere. Our F is here. Sorry, this point is here. It's on V. Okay, this point is here. Then is F2, focal point 2. Okay, this is F2. Okay, this is V2, this is V1, V2, F1, F2. I'm moving this up so that F1, okay, so we have our F1 and F2 now. We have our F1 and F2. We have also V1, V2, vertex 1, vertex 2, which is the beginning of the major axis to the end of the major axis. Okay, now the focal 1 and 2 as well. Now the eccentricity said that distance of a point from the focal all over distance of that same point to the directrix. Now let's pick any point here now. Okay, let's say we pick a point here. Let's say we pick a point here. Okay, let's say we pick a point here. Let's call this point let's call this point O or point P. Let's call this point P. Let's call this point P. Call this P. Okay, and now we draw a line from F. Okay, from F to point P. Okay, F to point P, and then a horizontal line from point P to the vertex. This line as from point P must be a perfect horizontal line. Okay, we'll draw this line to this point. Okay, now eccentricity said PF all over P directrix. So what do we call this now? Can we call this C prime? Yes, let's call this C prime. C prime. Okay. Now, eccentricity said PF all over PC. Okay, PF all over PC. Now let's take the measurement and see. Let's take this measurement. P to F is F to P is what? Is 4341, and P to C prime. P to C prime is what? Okay, we have 6511. So let's check this and see. Where is our calculator? Let's see. Oh, we used to have calculator somewhere here. Oh no. Where is my calculator? Where is my calculator? Where is my calculator? Where is my calculator? You can go ahead and divide 4341 by 6511. Do it and let's see what you have, please. Let me check. Okay. We have 4 4341 divide by 6511 equals to, you can see that is 0.65314. okay, 0.65, which is less than 1. That means our ellipse is right. Okay, you can decide to pick every other point. You can decide to pick any other point, and decide to pick another point here. Okay, draw a vertical line from this point to the directrix and a line from here to the focus. Okay, it will give you between that range of 0 point something. Okay, now the other rule said if you pick a point here on anywhere on this arc, on this elliptical arc, let's say at this point, you pick a point here, okay, we pick a point here. Look at our point, please. We have our point here. Okay, and from this point you draw a line to F1. Okay, to F1, and from that same point you draw a line to F2, to F2. Okay, from this same point you draw a line to F2. The sum of this line F1, what do we call this place now? Can we call this place Q? Let's call this point Q. Okay, F1Q. F1Q plus F2Q will give you V1 to V2, that is the major axis. Okay, that is the major axis. The sum of F1Q and F2Q will give you V1 V2, which is equal to the major axis. Let's check the measurement and see, and add them up if it will give us the same thing. From this point to this point we have 5612, and then from this point to this point we have 4341, no, 6388. So you add it up, you add 6388 6388 plus 5612 will give you, sorry, I think we need to do that again. Five, 6, 1, 2 plus the other figure is what? 6388 plus 6388 will give us 18388. It's giving us 18388. Okay, 18388. Let's take the measurement of F1 F2 and see, sorry, V1 V2 from V1 to V2 sorry, from V1 to V2 we have 12,000. Let's check our measurement very well. Three eight eight plus 562 6388 plus 532 6388 plus 5612 12,000. So you add it up, it will give you 12,000, which is exactly what we have. Okay, so on your own you can go ahead and do that, practice it. Take a unit point, draw a line from that point to F1 and another line from that same point to F2. Take the measurement, add it up, it will give you the major axis of the ellipse, which is V1 V2. Okay, so the other thing is to draw a tangent and a normal to this ellipse. I think we'll look into that maybe in a subsequent video. This video is more than expected. It's longer than expected already, so we'll end this here and maybe create a very short video on how to draw a tangent and a normal to any given elliptical curve. You already know what a tangent is and you know what a normal is. Okay, how to draw a tangent and a normal to a given elliptical curve. So we'll look at that in another video. So please, I will advise, as you're practicing, practice with your instrument and use them properly. Okay, if there's any issue, please find a way of reaching us on any of our social media platforms, and we'll be glad to help. Thank you and have a wonderful day. See you again in our next video.